Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Face Your Fears meditation series. So my name is Grace Lannon. I'm an energy healer and a psychic medium, and this is my latest series. So I'm very inspired by all of my friends over on TikTok and Instagram who have been sharing with me some of their biggest fears. And it has inspired this art project that I'm going to be continuously working on. And alongside that is going to be this meditation series here on YouTube. And I'm going to upload the audio to my podcast. So you guys can check out the meditations that we're going to be sharing along the theme of facing our fears. What is your biggest fear? What is holding you back? So some of the fears that people have shared with me are very, very specific. But with these meditations, they're going to be kind of larger themes that a lot of people are connected to. So I did a poll over on Instagram, and this is the meditation that we're doing first because this is the one that most people identified with and the most people voted for this fear. So that fear is fear of success. We are scared to be successful. We are scared to win, to receive the things that we desire. And that is a big theme for people. So success is so different for so many people. Everyone has their own idea of success. I think oftentimes in America, we only connect success with like financial success. So this is so much beyond just that. Success is feeling like you have achieved the things that you desire and also that you are able to enjoy them. Because oftentimes when we're just chasing this success and then we receive it, we can't even receive it because we're just waiting for the next thing and on to the next thing and on to the next thing. And we're just trying to move so fast. And I really want us to feel like we can first identify where this fear comes from and also how we can release it. So with this series, this is going to be the first in, I don't know how many, but there's going to be at least 4. So that's what we're starting with. And then we'll see how many more fears we want to conquer together. But as I, talk to more people and just with my intuitive work and myself, and who's like my own biggest case study, I really truly feel like so many of our fears are connected to each other. So even if you feel like maybe you don't identify with all of the individual fears, you might still gain something from the meditation, and there might be something subconsciously there that you could connect with, letting go of blockages, things that hold us back from actually obtaining the things that we are desiring. And fear of success is a big one, as I mentioned. But I think it's such a big one because it holds so much weight in our mind that all the other things that maybe we're worried about not being able to do, we feel like we can't even try at all with that whole other stuff because we're still worried about this one thing of feeling successful and being successful. And so much of that is, I think, like what other people think of your success. So that's another thing that I think is connected to it. So today and throughout this series, we're going to be addressing our fears. We're going to be facing them. We're going to be meditating on them. And we're going to be doing this through breath work, through meditation. If you guys have never done my meditations before, they include energy healing, visualization. Every time it's different. But we're really going to be working on these individual ideas. So tonight we're going to be doing a journey style meditation. So what that means is that we're going to be doing a guided visualization. All you have to do is follow along with the words I'm describing. And we're going to be going through some different aspects of this fear of success. So throughout the series, we will be releasing fears. But sometimes it's not even about releasing. It's about like re-identifying, and it's about like understanding and getting to the core and the root of things. So it's not just about pulling all these things out of ourselves and just feeling like we are failures because we are still have these fears. There is so much more to understanding our fears than to just taking them away, because oftentimes then we're hiding from the fears again. We're just hiding. So it's about facing them. It's about connecting and knowing like where they come from. And sometimes that is from childhood, past lives, ancestors, all the things. And then sometimes there's very real circumstances why you might be scared of these things. But we're going to learn more about that together throughout this meditation series. So in the next videos, I'll post them here on YouTube and again on my podcast, and we'll just get straight into the meditations from here on out. But I just wanted to kind of explain what we're going to be doing and the point of this series and why we're doing this and all of that. So I'll put a timestamp in the video if you want to go through this meditation more than once, and I encourage you to, because more and more stuff can come up. So why are we afraid to succeed, and what does success mean to us? So the first thing I'm going to have us do is just do a little exercise here together, and then we're going to get into our meditation. Tonight we'll start seated upwards for the exercise, and then if you'd like, you can lie down for the remainder of the meditation, or just sit comfortably, whatever is easier for you to connect with. And I always suggest in all my meditations, all my classes, get a journal, write about your experiences. Even if you felt like nothing happened, it's still an experience, and it's still something to like write down and identify. And any time we're working through our like spiritual healing, I think it's really important to write these things down, because they're so ethereal and temporal sometimes, where I don't know if I said that word right, but temporal. Sometimes where it's like a dream where it comes in and out, and we might not necessarily remember everything, all the details about it, you know? So I think it's good to write things down straight out of the meditation, or, you know, reflecting upon it before bed. Take some time so that we can really see where you're at the beginning of the series and at the end. And again, like I mentioned a second ago, you can do these meditations more than once. We're going to start with fear of success. Then we're going to go into fear of betrayal. Then we're going to go to fear of punishment. And then fear of, there's one more that we're going to do. I can't remember what it is right now. Betrayal, punishment, success. You'll see, to be determined. And then after that, we'll see what happens. And then as far as the longer term art project, I'm going to be collecting these fears. So if people have fears that show up for them, please share with me in the comments. Like if you're like, oh, I'm scared of spiders, let me know. And that's going to be kind of like a video thing I'm going to be working on. So that I'll let you know how it goes. It's going to take a while, but the series will be putting out for the next couple of weeks. So I hope you enjoy, and I hope these meditations are helpful for you. And as always, please let me know how they go. Reach out to me on Instagram, email me. All the information on how to connect with me is in the show notes or in the comments if you're watching this on YouTube. And yeah, that's about it. So we're going to start with a little exercise. So let us begin. So as we're seated, either if you're in a chair like me, you can have your feet flat on the ground, and we'll just get settled in. If you're on the floor, you can have your legs either spread straight or in a cross-legged position. And if your back can be as straight as comfortably possible, shoulders back. And to begin, we're just going to close our eyes. And I just want you to imagine just your gut feeling. These few questions are going to be your gut feeling, like the first thing that comes up. Don't think about it too hard. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Just say in your mind or out loud the answers to the questions I'm asking, and just don't put too much pressure on it. Just allow anything to come up. So we're just going to begin, eyes closed again. We're going to take 3 deep breaths to start. So just breathe in through your nose and exhale out the mouth. Again, breathing in, exhale. One more breath, breathing in together, exhale. If you were to think of this fear of success as an object, what would it look like to you? If you were to think of this fear of success as a color, what would it look like to you? The fear of success, if it had a texture, what would it feel like? What would the texture of this fear be? Smooth, bumpy, lumpy. What would it feel like if you were to touch it? If this fear of success had a sound, a frequency, what would it sound like? Something familiar, something you've never heard. How would you describe what it sounds like? Is it loud? Is it soft? And if this fear of success had a smell, had a scent, a fragrance, what would it smell like? And if this fear of success lived somewhere inside your body, where would it be located? Do you feel it in your stomach, in your legs, in your shoulders, all over? Where does it live in your body? And if this fear of success had a color, what color would it be? What color does it look like to you? And again, just imagine, just sense, just feel, just your instinct. Don't think too hard. Is it blue, green? What's your color? What's the color of your fear? During this meditation, we just ask to bring our focus, our attention to the area in your body where you feel this fear of success lives. Just sending healing energy to help you connect and release these stagnant blocks of fear inside your body. We're going to go into our journey meditation. So I invite you to either stay seated, or we'll give everyone about a minute to get cozy and comfortable. If you'd like to lie down, we'll be here about 15 minutes. So I'm going to give everyone again another minute to get situated. If you'd like to play some relaxing music in the background, you can go ahead and do so. And we'll get started in a short breath of that. Drink your water. I'm going to. Give it a second. So get comfy, get cozy, get everything you need to feel like you're ready to really drop in deep into this meditation. And you don't need any experience. You don't feel, just see what comes up. Every time it's different. Don't feel pressure. You might feel things, you might see things, you might not, you might fall asleep. Everything's okay. That's why you can keep practicing. That's why it's called meditation practice. I always tell people that because I feel like we put too much pressure on ourselves to have these grand experiences. And energy healing, like spiritual healing, can sometimes be very subtle, sometimes very loud, and everything in between. And sometimes with journeys and shamanic healing type of things, I always explain this as time release. like if you take a time release tablet, it will work through your body for a while until it's done. That's kind of how the energy work happens. So you might feel something during the meditation, and then some stuff might happen when you're sleeping or the next day, or, synchronicities. You might feel like you're able to proceed with some of these things that might bring you success, but you're a little bit nervous to pursue some of your desires. And it might even just help you identify what those successes would be for you, and what does success mean for you. So let's get into our meditation. With this, it's going to be a guided visualization. So the ideas are going to connect with our future self. So this part of you that already has the success that you desire, we're going to connect with them through this meditation. So just be open to see what happens and let me know how it goes, okay? So to begin, we'll close our eyes. If everyone's lying down or seated, we're going to begin with, again, just a few breaths to drop us back into that relaxed state we just were in. So breathing in through the nose, exhale through the mouth. We're going to do 5 breaths, and just do this at your own pace. I'll be breathing. Don't feel like you have to do it at the same time as me. Just allow yourself to take 5 slow breaths, and then we're going to begin the visualization. So breathing in. And healing energy and the vibration of unconditional love to support us through this meditation, to connect with our higher self, our future self that has all the success and the things that we desire, and allow us to connect with that energy to understand what is holding you back from being there now. And maybe just some things that you can understand about divine timing, how things come in their own time. Any messages from spirit that want to come through, we are open to receive them through this meditation today. So in your mind's eye, just begin to imagine the words I'm describing. For some of you, this will be easy. You can see every word and every little thing I'm picturing for you. For others, you might have more of a sensation of feeling or colors. And again, as I mentioned, maybe you won't feel anything. You'll just feel relaxed. And that's okay too. Everything takes time, and everyone has their own individual skills within the meditation space. So allow yourself to sense, feel, know, experience, smell, everything else alongside just the images that you are imagining in your mind. So imagining you're standing at the edge of the water at a beautiful river. The sun is shining on your back. You can hear birds chirping, sounds of wildlife, the wind in your hair, on your skin, seeing the flowing water in front of you, the mist of the water against your skin. Imagining yourself beginning to sit down on a rock right in front of you, right at the edge of this river. What would it feel like if you were seated on a rock in the sun? What would your legs feel like? Your feet? How would it feel to be really there in that moment? Dipping your toes into the water and it feels cold. And again, the beautiful smell of the misty water. It smells like clay and rocks and sunshine. Noticing any familiar flowers or plants that surround you. Looking down at your feet, imagining what your feet would look like in that river. We're going to stay here for a moment, picturing this setting, really imagining yourself in it, feeling it, seeing it, tasting it. And of course, we know this is no ordinary river, for this is the healing river of life, filled with golden Reiki energy, healing vibrations, melting away any fears, allowing you to feel safe in this moment, to let go, to relax. And the cold suddenly feels warm on your feet, and you feel like you want to submerge yourself and go for a swim. Imagining yourself entering that water, swimming in the golden healing river of life. That water submerging the area we identified where you feel the fear of success lives in your body. Submerging it with love, unconditional love, healing vibrations. Allowing yourself to receive anything you need in this moment. I'm just staying here for a few more breaths, imagining this golden healing water melting away any fear, melting away this fear of success. and allowing you to understand where it comes from, why it's there, what it's teaching you, and how you can move on. You don't need to hold this fear anymore. It's safe for you to let go. It's safe for you to succeed. It's safe for you to even identify what you believe as success. It's safe for you to receive your desires, allowing this energy to flow all throughout your body, into your emotions, into your heart. It's water dripping down your back, all throughout your hands and your arms, your fingertips, all the way down to your feet. As you swim to the other side, there's a beautiful little sandy shore for you to take a short rest as you integrate this healing. Imagining yourself slowly swimming to the other side of this river and climbing out to the warm sandy shore and lying down in the sand, feeling the sensation of the water and the sand, and it's warm on your back. Warm. Little speckles of sand all along your skin. You feel the grounding energy of the earth coming up through your back, through the back of your head, through your spine, through the bottoms of your feet. It's reminding you that you came to earth to experience all the things you desire. It's okay to let go of the fears. It's okay to move on. It's okay to experience something you've never experienced before. You're safe to succeed. You are safe to receive. You are safe to succeed. You imagine in front of you the beautiful ray of violet energy. Looks just like a sunbeam, but it's purple, shining from the highest of heavens, from the cosmos down to you, right in front of your vision, surrounding you with this healing violet flame, transforming, alchemizing, clearing out any of these energies, allowing you to identify why, where, how, what this fear of success means for you individually as you transform and heal and release and let go. It's okay to succeed. And this energy represents your future self, the part of you that is ultimately successful at everything they do, everything they desire they have. And they know what it takes to get there. So in allowing you to connect with, to merge with this energy, to be reminded that you are this energy, just a few steps behind. So allowing you to feel, connect, merge, and receive this healing straight from your higher self, your future self, to yourself now, emerging of time, allowing this violet flame to flow through you, all around you, into each of your bodies, your physical, your emotional, your spiritual, your energy bodies, your heart, integrating the part of you that is successful, allowing the part of you now to know what that feels like. Allowing yourself to feel safe in the success. What does it feel like to feel successful without the fear? Just ask to bring this vibration in now, allowing yourself to feel into this energy. You might not consciously understand what it feels like yet. We ask to transmit this energy to you directly, from you to you, facilitating the healing of the fear of success. I'm going to stay here about 5 minutes, allowing this energy to flow directly to you, from you, allowing you to integrate this healing together tonight. All you need to do is just focus on your breath and continue to imagine that violet energy flowing all around you, like a beam of light, like the sun is shining directly on you and your skin, and it feels so beautiful and delightful, and you feel comfortable, just ready to relax and rest, like you've been swimming in the river and sitting in the sun all day. You're ready to come home and just put on a nice show, have a nice dinner. That's the feeling we want to connect to. You've just had so much fun today, and you're ready to go home and sleep. And you're just excited to live another day and have another moment. Allowing this energy to continue to flow to each of us individually, however long it needs to integrate for. We're going to stay here 2 more minutes before we close out tonight, the fear of success meditation. We're going to close out as we began. I invite you to take 5 slow, deep breaths, breathing into the nose, exhale out the mouth, breathing in together. Exhale, breathing in. Exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. One more breath, breathing in. Exhale. Place your hand on your heart. Pulling all your energy back to you. Any energy that we moved or shifted or released today, we ask to be released directly into the light, to be transformed into usable energy by God, Source, Spirit, or to be sent directly into the earth to be recycled and reused and used by the earth as an offering of love. Bring all your energy back to you, calling your body back into the place and time that you are now. Again, any energy that we moved or shifted, we ask to be released, closing any portals that were open during this work, allowing the energy to remain inside of this recording so you may access it at any time, and calling all my energy back to me. So be it, so it is. Thank you for joining me. I just want to pull a card for us real quick. I thought this, since we're doing a journey meditation, I brought out my Shamanic Healing Oracle deck. But I just wanted to ask if there's a supportive energy for us in this moment as we're integrating this healing and we're releasing this fear of success that wants to, show through the cards. Ask for that energy to come forward. And again, as I mentioned at the beginning, take some time to journal. Let me know how your experience was. And if you can, just rest, do some stretches. I always encourage that. Take a bath, take a shower. With these meditations, they can sometimes make you tired. So try not to rush into anything else you're doing. Give yourself a little time. And if you're listening to this at night, maybe you can just get ready for bed. But thank you for joining me. And then I will be posting our next meditation real soon. And yeah, again, my name is Grace Lannon. Let me know how this was and what is the energy that would be supportive for us in this moment. Psychic development. That's the energy that will be supportive. So it's interesting because some of the people that commented on my Instagram poll are psychics and intuitives, and maybe the success that they're nervous about is putting themselves fully out there, even though some of these people are already out there. And that's also true for me. Like in terms of like financial success, monetary success, like job, career kind of success, but also this might apply for people who, whatever your success means to you, maybe developing your intuition and connecting with your intuition, your psychic intuition, which everyone has to different levels and different degrees, and we can all build it, and it's natural, it's human, supernatural. But perhaps developing this further will help you in whatever your successes are. So maybe you want to be a mom or a dad, and maybe like connecting with your intuition is going to help you understand like how to get your body and your world and your life ready for that. Or maybe your success means like getting a house or something like that, and creating a garden. Like connecting with nature in that way is so intuitive, and developing your psychic development skills is helpful for anyone in their success. And just the success of like living an everyday life, like a successful day of drinking water, eating food. If you could take a shower, like heck yeah, like that's a successful day. So when we can connect with our intuition like that, I think can help us even with the littlest things, understanding how we can support ourselves and take better care of ourselves so that we can feel more successful in our day-to-day life. And also learning to not rely on exterior values of what success means. I think the swan is definitely all about independence and like showing up again as that authentic self of like give no fucks, and like swans they're like kind of vicious, like being able to fight for what you desire. And that could be with yourself, that could be with the world, but like, showing up for the climb is what I hear, and then the sun, of course, represents so many things, but the sun to me is showing like all these seeds, and we're taking the source energy, God energy, and allowing it to flow to us so that we can sow our seeds, so that we can take from the earth what we have created and be able to utilize it for our everyday life, whether that's literally like, oh, I'm growing lettuce, or like I'm growing children, or I'm growing a business, or I'm growing my personal practice, I'm growing my personal life. Like I'm learning to be an adult, like I'm learning to take care of myself, I'm healing. Like we can receive all that energy, and it takes time for us to really see our success into its full fruition, because there's so much of that is, again, that divine timing of we showed up, and now it's time to release this blockage, this fear that's holding us back, so that we can actually learn how to, like, pull those seeds out and consume them, to receive them, to see it to fruition is what I see. It's a cycle too. So sometimes the fears can come back and back and back again. So that's why throughout this series, I want us to understand the root of things, and how we can, and how things are connected to each other. The fears are connected to each other, so that we don't have to just keep coming back. It's kind of like a pimple, I'm a I'm a skincare person. So with pimples, if they're a cystic pimple, if they're like deep underneath their skin. So I liken that to the fears that are in our subconscious mind. If it's deep underneath the skin, you're not supposed to pop it, because basically you're going to make it go back into itself, implode, and spread around that bacteria. So that's kind of the same thing with our fears. Like if they're not ready to be released, sometimes us trying to like pull them out is almost spreading the fear around and like infecting other areas of our subconscious mind where we're not ready to let go. So us identifying the root is going to be so helpful. Just like a pimple, if you get that root out, it's not going to spread that bacteria. That's just like society too. Like we have so many things that we haven't addressed the root of, especially in America. That is just like spreading this yucky, icky disease of hatred and bullshit. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this meditation series. Thank you for listening. Let me know how it was, and we'll be back for the next one very soon, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Bye.